What's new, LTQ Wrestling crew? This is BDJ back, and I'm a little bit under the weather, so I apologize if I sound a little off or whatever. I did get a new microphone. I did get some new lighting off Amazon. We're cooking out here. Shout out to Amazon for that. We got WWE Night of Champions from Saudi Arabia. Yes, they're going to Saudi Arabia with everything going on right now. And let's get right into it. So first match, Karrion Kross against Sami Zayn. Now, it's good to see this feud get on a premium live event. They've been having this backstage segments go on for a while with Karrion Kross trying to get in Sami Zayn's head a little bit, and he gets big reactions. It's just good to see Karrion Kross get some love here on a premium live event. Now, I think Sami Zayn's going to win this match, but Karrion Kross, listen, the fan support that he's gotten is the reason he's on this premium live event. Like, if he don't get any fan support, I feel like he's probably sitting in catering and probably ends up getting released, unfortunately. But the WWE fans are really behind him. He's always been very good. It feels like he's developed his character a lot, got away from that dark persona and really just being more of like just a funny, get in your head kind of heel. And then Scarlett's really good as well. It's surprising she hasn't really been featured as much because she's a really good manager and a really good talker. And this match, I think, will be very good. Kross, he's not Sami Zayn in the ring, but he can work. He's been in NXT with the black and gold era with guys like Gargano and Adam Cole, so he's used to working with guys who are really good in-ring workers. And I think Sami Zayn's going to get the win here, like I said, but I think him and Kross can go out there and they're going to cook. I think it'll be a middle of the card type of match. And this probably ain't going to be the end of this feud, but it's a good feud to give Kross something to do. And hopefully he takes the next leap from there and just keeps getting featured more and keeps getting on Raw and SmackDown or wherever he ends up if they're still doing the draft. And Sami Zayn, I keep hearing a lot of fans say he should win the Royal Rumble next year. We'll see if that happens. But, I think this is a good match for both guys, gives them both something to do. And Sami Zayn ends up getting the win. So we have Raquel against Rhea in a street fight, and they're already replacing Liv Morgan with Roxanne Perez. She's going to take over for Liv in the tag team. Probably the smartest plan to do. I know a lot of fans aren't really a fan of like substitutions in tag teams or whatever, but WWE really doesn't have a lot of women's tag teams anyways right now, for releasing half the locker room with the women's tag teams. For this match, this feud's not been too bad, I guess. It's just WWE really ODs the table spots. Like, I feel like they're always just doing like table spots after table spot after table spot. And it's just like every week now you just see tables being used, and it's not really a big deal. I'm sure we'll see a table broken in this match. It's just not getting a big pop. I know the fans are always chanting, "We want tables," but it's like, I feel like WWE's bought into that a little bit too much. Like, oh, the fans are always chanting for "We want tables," so let's give them tables every week. Like, nah. I see Rhea winning this match. I don't really see why Raquel would win unless Roxanne interferes or something and costs Rhea. Other than that, this is Rhea winning all the way. And maybe the Bella, well, I don't really know if the Bella twins have come out in Saudi Arabia, but they're definitely setting up Raquel and Roxanne against the Bellas at Evolution. I'm not sure what Rhea's role is going to be at Evolution. We'll have to see. So definitely be on the card. But I think this would be a hard-hitting, physical match between two big women, tall women, and, just a good match. And, I'm always a fan. I've always been a fan of Raquel Rodriguez. I know a lot of fans aren't really on her side when it comes to with her wrestling ability and all that. She's not the greatest promo, but she is very good at what she does, being a big woman who's a bodyguard and who can really kick ass and be a badass. Same with Rhea Ripley. So I think this match is going to cook. Rhea ends up getting the win, and that's it. There'll definitely be interference for sure, though. There's always interference in street fights, it feels like, especially from Judgment Day. Like, that's their type of thing where they interfere. And I'm sure Roxanne will be out there in some way, form, or another. But Rhea get out of it, kick ass as she always does, and get the W. So we have Solo Sikoa against Jacob Fatu for the United States Championship. Now, as I botched the banner right there, let me fix that real quick. I apologize. Jacob Fatu. Let me fix that real quick. Apologies. So Jacob Fatu against Solo Sikoa for the United States Championship. Now, Solo's not winning this match. Jacob Fatu literally is just on fire right now. He hasn't been champion that long. We'll probably see Jeff Cobb. I'm still getting used to calling him JC Mateo. I apologize if I say Jeff Cobb a few times. I'm just used to calling him that. So JC Mateo will definitely be involved in this match. I think Jacob Fatu will still fight him off. These two, I think, will, again, will they have the greatest wrestling match of all time? No, I think it'll be good chemistry between these two gentlemen. And Jacob Fatu will end up getting the win. Shenanigans in some way, form, or another on Solo, trying to do something to screw them, but it doesn't work out. I could even see maybe a DQ ending, even though Solo takes a lot of losses. I don't know if they really want to have him take a loss to Jacob right now. Maybe they have like a DQ and they have a match, a SummerSlam or something between these two, because this is a long-term feud. I mean, they've been building this up forever, so I don't think this is going to be a one-and-done match where it's like, okay, Jacob Fatu wins off the next challenger. Like, I think this is going to be kind of like CM Punk and Rollins, where it just went on for a long period of time. I don't know if it'll go on to that extent, but it'll definitely be one of their most featured programs going forward. So I think it's going to be a DQ ending. Fatu retains. JC Mateo attacks Jacob Fatu. They beat him down, and that's how that match ends. I could be wrong. Maybe Solo just takes a clean pin here because he's taken a lot of pins. So wouldn't surprise me, but I'm going to go with DQ ending. And Fatu retains, and they set up another match down the line. So Randy Orton against Cody Rhodes. This is a match a lot of fans have been looking forward to. King of the Ring finals. And listen, Cody's winning this match. I don't see Randy winning. They're setting up Cody, in my opinion, to face Cena at SummerSlam. They've already teased him and Rollins, but Rollins cashed in on him after he wins. If he wins, we'll see. It just don't really make a lot of sense for Randy to win right here. And Randy just doesn't really win on premium live events or pay-per-views like he used to anyways. And Randy, I don't really know what he does after this, but Cody definitely has a plan going forward. Randy, I don't know if he does, unfortunately. But this ain't going to be a one-time match thing with this either. Like, this is a match you could argue it should have happened at SummerSlam or WrestleMania. They decided to do it here. And they're trying to make the King and Queen of the Ring more important. The last few years, it really hasn't cooked like that. I mean, back in the day, King and Queen of the Ring, well, there wasn't really a Queen of the Ring, but King of the Ring was like one of the best things going because it was great matches. It was like a big deal. That person took on the gimmick. And they've done that a little bit the last few years, but I mean, he used to be so much better than what it is now. But I'm going to go Cody wins. He'll face Cena, and that'll be the end of it. And I think these two are going to put on a show in this match. I mean, Randy, he don't do a whole lot, but he doesn't need to do a whole lot. Cody had a good match against Jey Uso on Raw, which was impressive because Jey, in my opinion, is not the best worker. But I do think these two are going to have a fine match, probably 15 to 20 minutes back and forth. Cody ends up getting the Crossroads for the win. Maybe Randy RKO's him after the match and turns heel on him. I don't know. I don't know if they're really going to set this feud up long term right now. I think that's going to be a thing down the line. Maybe it's some. Maybe no. I already said Cody's facing Cena. So I was like, if they don't do that plan, then definitely at SummerSlam. But I don't really see them do. Maybe at WrestleMania they do this match. Who knows? This definitely shouldn't be the only match they have, though. I mean, a lot of fans are going to be invested in this. The story's there from the legacy days. And Randy being a heel again would be awesome. I know Randy's loved by fans. He's kind of got that CM Punk type aura to him right now where heel or babyface, the fans are going to cheer Randy Orton because he's a legend, as they should. So we'll see. Not SummerSlam, but definitely down the line at a bigger premium live event. I do think these two will meet again in the ring. But I'm going to go Cody wins and becomes the king of the ring. So we have the Queen of the Ring, Asuka against Jade Cargill. Now, when I was thinking about predicting this match, I did my TikTok about it. And, I've heard many different things about this match. Like, Jade Cargill was reportedly, I read it like a month ago, supposed to be getting a huge push going into Evolution. So is this the start of that? Are they going to get her to face Io at Evolution and save Asuka and Io for a bigger, pay-per-view like a SummerSlam? That's definitely a possibility. But, it depends because they could have the winner of this face Io at SummerSlam regardless. So maybe they have Asuka win. I'm not sure how they're going to set that up. Maybe they do the match before SummerSlam. They have maybe they do it at Evolution. Who knows? But it's tough because if Jade's getting a big push going into Evolution, her winning this makes a lot of sense. Unless they do her and Naomi at Evolution and do Asuka and Io for the title at Evolution, that's definitely a possibility. But I'm going to predict Asuka here because Jade doesn't need to be in the title match to be a big part of Evolution. Like, you don't always have to be in a title match to be a big part of a show. So maybe they get her against somebody else like Naomi, like I said before, and Asuka faces Io. Asuka and Io in ring is going to cook. I mean, you talk about two women who can work in the ring. That absolutely is going to be fantastic. Like, WWE's tried to just distance themselves from Damage Control because they got rid of Dakota Kai, and then Kairi came back and she's doing her own thing. And Asuka and Io, obviously the fans aren't dumb. They're going to know these two were in a group together. But WWE doesn't really like to acknowledge the actual group of Damage Control with Bayley and all them. So it's going to be interesting to see how they book that. But I do think Asuka gets the win here. She's red hot coming off an injury. She's back. She's hot as ever, you know, like with the fan base and really, you know, cooking right now because they got her red hot. She has her old theme back. I think they changed it again on Raw, which they always do that. TK or Def Rebel is just horrible. But Asuka gets the win here. Her and Io at Evolution, and maybe they have it again at SummerSlam. We'll see. So the main event, the match everybody's probably looking forward to, John Cena against CM Punk for the undisputed WWE Championship. Now, will it be as good as it was in 2011? Absolutely not. But I do think this match is going to be kind of like Randy and Cena, a nostalgia-type match. They had to pay Punk a lot of money to go to Saudi Arabia because he changed his tune awfully quick on going there because before it was like, oh, no, I'm not going to Saudi Arabia, never. And now he's going there. And who wins this match? I think Cena wins. I mean, I don't really see him losing right now. Would it surprise me if Punk won and Rollins cashed in? That would be something. I don't know if they're going to do that at this show, but that would be kind of wild. I think this is going to be just a very fun match. Probably the final time these two face off. So it's really like, just like with him and Randy, like, okay, this could be the last time. Now, I could see Punk being Cena's last opponent before he retires. That's also a possibility. So maybe this isn't the last match, but it's a possibility that it is as well. And, you know, part of me thinks that maybe Punk wins, but I just don't see it happening. Cena retains. Cena just doesn't do a whole lot in his matches at this point. So, like, a lot of his matches, like this for me, nostalgia-wise, I'm like, okay, I'm into it for the nostalgia. But, like, from an in-ring perspective, Punk's going to carry this match if they even have a good match. I don't think fans should really expect a lot from Cena at this point. He just seems like he can't really do a whole lot, or he just chooses to not do a whole lot. Which, listen, at this point, it's smart because he's 48 years old. He's got a limited amount of days left. He doesn't want to go out there and do a bunch of shit and get injured. I understand that. But even, like, some of the bumps Cena takes, like, when he was taking the Cody cutter, he would, like, land on his side on his shoulder. I'm just thinking, John, like, you're going to end up screwing up your shoulder doing that. Like, just take a flat face bump on the Cody cutter. Like, Cena just seems like he's slowed down, obviously, with his age, and he just can't really take bumps like he used to, do bumps like he used to. Even when he does, like, the Cena shoulder tackle, miss punch, you can't see me, add to adjustment, 1, 2, 3. That's like a funny joke me and my friends used to make back in the day with Cena. But, like, even when he does, like, the shoulder tackle comeback, he looks like he's, like, grimacing as he gets up. Like, he just looks like he's just, like, shut down physically right now. And it's unfortunate. But I'm still enjoying this last Cena heel run because this is it for Cena, obviously. So I'm going to go Cena retains. It sets up Cena and Cody at SummerSlam. And we'll have to see what's next for Punk after that. Maybe him and Rollins again, even though I'm kind of burned out on that feud. But we'll have to see. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the prediction. Make sure to like and subscribe for more wrestling content. Hopefully you guys are ready for Night of Champions in Saudi Arabia. Peace.